Footbags in the mix. Pressing buttons. How's everybody doing? Buttons are being pressed. The wrong ones. There. It's Sunday. It's 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Anyways, it's other times, other places. But it's time to get down in the depths. Down in the depths for real. With this Footbags guy. Now, it's probably going to be a bit of a short one this evening. I have a very, very literal pain in the neck. So I'm not going to be going too long, but we'll make something. We're here. We're in the place, representing this Cold Rhymes Twitch. Now, last week, what the hell happened? Maybe it was 2 weeks ago. We just dove into things. We didn't even do our typical what the heck happened last time on Footbags Live from the Depths to get us in the zone, primed up, and just to remind ourselves what went down. I'm pretty sure we made two loops last week. This would be the first of them. Let's break it down and bring it in one at a time. We got drums. We got this. Laid out staccato synthesizer sounds. Some more melodic stuff, and then sample saying Footbags. Footbags. The greatest, well, the Footbags sample is ever present. Footbags. Constant. We are never without that sample. Greatest came from a Richard Feynman talk. And we were using that one because we used it on the first thing we did last week as well, which instead of it being about Footbags being the greatest, it's about Cthulhu being the greatest on that track.
The greatest. The greatest.
We got these Cthulhu samples.
The greatest.
Some real, legit down to the depths type shit.
The greatest. The greatest.
We got tambos.
The greatest.
Now this is a prime example right here.
The greatest.
I keep running into the same issue with this looper, where when I record a stack of loops and they're all playing exactly how I wanted to, exactly how I recorded them, no issues whatsoever, things just, it's working. Then I go back later and I re-listen to it and I realize some of the stuff is out of order. And I think I may have finally figured out why. It's always just kind of boggled my mind. I'm just like, computers, how do they work? I don't know. Because some, like, the first loop I record sets the tempo, etc., and measure. It's like 1 or 2 bars or whatever that have been looped, and then subsequent loops can be multiples of that. You can say make it 3 times what this is, so it loops every time this plays 3 times, another loop will go around once, so you can add some variation to what you're doing. Now, I'm pretty sure what I've done is one of these loops is like 2 or 4 times longer than the original. But because when I recorded it, I probably didn't hit record and start on the 1. It was probably on the 3 or the 7 or something else, in the bar. So that when I play it back later, it just says that's the start of the loop, and it syncs it up to the original start point. throwing it out of whack. Now, it's only a problem playing it back on this machine. I can just hook this up to the old computer and export all these. Each track will be its own waveform, which is solid friggin' gold. So, after who knows how many times of that problem cropping up,
Footbags.
I think I actually wrapped my brain around it. So, and I mean, I always, I've moved stuff into the old computer before and shuffled it around on the timeline, and sure enough, it adds up exactly how it did when I recorded it, and everything's great. But that's not the case when playing it back on there. So, nothing crucial, but I'm just kind of stoked that I figured out why it does it. Makes me feel like a bit of a smart guy. Now let's find some drums. I think we should go back into this Heinbach drums run through old nuclear test equipment. Stuff like this. I'm actually speeding these ones up. These ones are incredibly slow on their own, so I'm going against what I usually do. I usually slow everything down till it's sludgy and delicious, but so it's the same loop run through different machines right now. I like this one. This one's nice and crispy. It's spacious. It's got room for other stuff to take up space in the sonic palette, if you will. So let's grab a loop. Right there, I believe. Ugh. Did not work. That didn't work at all either. Wait, something. Why can't I loop it? I'm on the different. I'm on the wrong one. No. It's this one. I was wondering why the hell I couldn't close my loop and was on a completely different track. Shows how much I'm paying attention. At least we got something going right now. And it's clipping like hell over here. Let's turn it down. Trying real hard not to turn my head. I'm gonna try and, what is it? Is it owls? No, they can turn their head all the way around. But they can't turn their neck or something, right? They gotta move their whole shit. What animal can't move their neck? I'm gonna be one of those tonight. Try not to turn my head. For fun. Is it just me or... There we go. It was panned. It was panned ever so slightly. Throwing me off. Let's try and just kind of, yeah. Let's just give it some, not that much. some ham on this sandwich. It's in the bank. Now this seems to be the kind of thing that would want another drum break layered over top to make it sound twice as nice. We'll find out soon enough if it is or not. I could be completely wrong. It might sound like garbage. Let's pull J-Zone into the mix. That means what? It needs to be just a scooch faster? No, slower. Let's see what we got. Sounded better. Let's put it on tape. What did I have? I had this guy, the filter. Giving it a little extra beef. Extra beef. Wasn't tight enough. Close enough for jazz. Let's keep rolling with this. I don't want to sit here trying to nail a drum loop all night. I want to put other stuff on here too. Like dog barks. I was making some noises earlier in the tensor pedal. Imagine there'll be something I'd want to sprinkle on later, if at all. Put some basses in faces. Faces full of basses. The mix. The mix.
Driving into the lake. Driving into the lake. Oh. Driving into the lake.
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 Driving into the
Driving into the lake.
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 Oh. What?
Driving into the lake.
Driving into the lake.
Driving into the lake.
Driving into the lake.
Now, you might be thinking to yourself, why Footbags? Why would I drive it into the lake? So what I'm thinking, here's what I'm thinking. That little sound clip is for anybody playing golf beside a lake. You got one of them golf carts. You know, you're driving along. I never have, but you know. And you're just thinking like, I could just drive this right into the lake. It's not mine, I don't own it. Just like T said, put a rock on the accelerator. You know, you shouldn't be in it. Drive it into the lake. Don't drive it into the lake, drive it into the lake.
Driving into the lake.
That's where I was going with this one.
Driving into the lake.
Driving into the lake. Oh.
Driving into the lake. What?
What? Driving into the lake.
Driving into the lake.
Oh.
Yikes. That was loud.
What?
Driving into the lake.
Oh.
Driving into the lake.
Oh. What?
Driving into the lake.
Driving into the lake.
Oh. What?
Driving into the lake. Driving into the lake.
Oh. What?
Driving into the lake. Driving into the lake.
My sausage fingers really want to hit that second lower sample early. It's just what they do.
Driving into the lake.
Oh. What?
Driving into the lake.
Driving into the lake. Oh. What?
Driving into the lake. Driving into the lake.
Oh. What?
Driving into the lake.
Oh. What? Driving into the lake.
Driving into the lake.
Would also apply to RC cars. Driving into the lake. Maybe you're at maybe it's a big lake. I live by a big lake. There's a nice beach. It's full of seagulls. You want to chase those seagulls. Driving into the lake.
Driving into the lake.
There's tons of things you can drive into a lake.
Driving into the lake.
Driving into the lake.
Like on purpose for fun.
Driving into the lake.
For fun.
Driving into the lake. Driving into the lake. Oh. What? Driving into the lake.
Driving into the lake.
Oh. What? Driving into the lake.
Driving into the lake.
Driving into the lake.
Driving into the lake. Oh. What? Driving into the lake. Driving into the lake.
That's the other guy, like reinforcing the first guy's peer pressure.
Driving into the lake. Driving into the lake.
You know how these things go down.
Oh. What? Driving into the lake. Driving into the lake. What? Oh. What? Driving into the lake.
We're not signing off just yet because there's things happening in the world of Cold Rhymes. And as we are on this Cold Rhymes Twitch, you should hear about it here. In case you haven't already, this new MC and I album made together with P.T. Burner on the producer tip called Nothing Beats a Try. It's coming out the end of this month, it's coming out on the 1st of August. So the day before, the 31st, we'll be listening to the whole album here on this Cold Rhymes Twitch. Mark your calendars and roll through, because that's going to be fun. I really enjoy these, listen to the whole album the day before it comes out. Jones. But what's new with that album is you can listen to the second track on Bandcamp. If you go to coldrhymesrecords.com, it's the front page. Click on the album title, it'll take you right there. You can now play the first 2 tracks, Steam Chalice and Went Walkin', and the video for Went Walkin' just dropped the other day. So check that out on the Cold Rhymes YouTube. Video is also shot by P.T. Burnham. They really tag teamed the shit out of this one, and it's turned out great. Highly recommend checking it out. The first 2 tracks and the video anyways. I think there's another video coming next week. I might be wrong, but I think there is. And like I said, we'll be playing the full album, top to bottom, front to back, the night before it's released, which we'll be playing it Monday, the 31st of July, next Monday. Tomorrow's the 24th. It's a week from tomorrow. I'm pretty sure that'll be at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, unless you hear otherwise. Follow the socials. It'll be posted about. The information will be available in case I've gotten it wrong. But I'm excited for that one. That's gonna be dope. Keep the Bon Jovi rock locked on this Cold Rhymes Twitch. Follow the channel with the little heart button right there. Come on back Tuesdays, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Zinzerner Music Hour with P.T. Burner. I imagine that he will have significantly more information as the producer of said upcoming album. So come on back for that. I'll be back next Sunday, 8 p.m. for this Footbags Space Machine Business live and direct, full effect. And until then, peace and humptiness forever. Also, drive it into the lake.
Driving into the lake. Oh, what? Driving into the lake.